Hey, yo, real quick. Before we get into this video, I want to let you guys know there is a huge giveaway planned. Watch the entire video to see more details on how to enter and what the prize is. And I'll see you guys in there. Bye. Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Haydxn, and today we are celebrating 500 subscribers. Before we get into this video, I want to thank you guys so very much for helping me reach this incredible milestone. Honestly, it hasn't even been a year since I started consecutively doing YouTube again, and I've already hit 500 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys so much. So to celebrate this huge milestone, I wanted to do something new that I haven't ever done before on this channel. I wanted to make a video including all of you. So last night I did a post in my YouTube community on my channel, and I said, what's up guys, just wanted to get on here and thank everyone for getting the channel to 500 subscribers. To celebrate, I want to make a video with all of you involved. Drop your wrestling hot takes in the comments and I'll be reacting to all of them. Let's get it started. We'll touch on the end of that later. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I got your guys' hot takes, I got them down, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to react, and let's get right into it. Starting it off today is my boy Preston. He says, I believe Sasha Banks will return at the Royal Rumble. I also believe a heel Viper is coming, and I'm ending this with acknowledge your tribal chief. First off, I do not partake in the acknowledgement of your tribal chief. As you can see, I'm not with that. So you keep that over there, first off. Secondly, do I believe Sasha Banks will be returning at the Rumble? Hell no. I know you never want to give up hope on your favorites coming back to the WWE, but guys, it's not happening. I don't even know if Sasha Banks and WWE are on good terms. I'm not going to say they're not. I'm not going to say they are. I really don't know. I've never been too invested with Sasha Banks, but after the whole thing that went down with her and Naomi, I don't think it's happening. But a heel Viper though, yes sir. I think a Cody Rhodes versus heel Randy Orton feud at this day and age is a perfect way to bring him back. So we'll just see how War Games goes this Saturday and we'll make our judgment from there. Preston, thank you for the comment. Next up, we got my boy Leo, and he goes down to say, hot take, Dana Brooke is the most underrated woman in wrestling. Leo, alright. I didn't think we were gonna have to deal with any ridiculousness tonight, but that's fine. Let's talk about it. Dana Brooke being the most underrated woman in wrestling. That's your hot take. Let me be honest with you and just say something here. I, for one, do not care about Dana Brooke. I'm sorry. That can make me sound like an a-hole. It can make me sound like a bad guy. I'm sorry. But Dana Brooke? Dana Brooke? Out of all the women you can think about to be underrated in the wrestling world, and you want to say Dana Brooke, I could start with countless other superstars. Let's start with Candice LeRae, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance. All of these women's wrestlers are actually incredible at what they do. Yeah, they get a little bit of screen time here and there, which is more than Dana Brooke got this past couple years, but I would not go on a limb to say Dana Brooke is the most underrated women's wrestler. I wouldn't do that. As much as I respect you and your opinion, I disagree. But then Leo also goes on to say, hot take, Liv Morgan should have won the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble as a shock. Yes, she should have. And looking back in hindsight, I'm glad Rhea Ripley won it because we never would have got this type of Rhea Ripley running the Judgment Day as world champion type thing going on, and it's been absolutely beautiful ever since. So while yes, I'm glad that Rhea Ripley was pushed to even more stardom, I wish Liv Morgan would have won it more. Liv Morgan is my girl, man. I'm always gonna stand by that 100%. Liv Morgan needs to be pushed to the greatest mountaintop in wrestling history. She needs to have all the titles consecutively. I'm very biased, I'm not gonna lie. Leo, thank you for your comments, man. My boy Adam Britt came out of the depths because I haven't heard from this man in forever, and he wanted to go on to say, alright, I honestly don't follow wrestling that much anymore, nor do I know if these are hot takes, but here it goes. By the way, he dropped like 5 of them. I wouldn't have minded if the streak ended in either Shawn Michaels match because those were all-time classics. I agree and I disagree. Yes, they were all-time classics. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania WrestleMania, they have always been insanely good matches. The part that I disagree with is that the streak should have ended there, because I, of all people, think that the streak should not have ended at all. I believe that the streak is that one thing that wrestling should have kept sacred. They shouldn't have touched it. They shouldn't have made him lose to Brock Lesnar. While yes, I know they're on one hand saying who else is going to do it, on the other hand, they should have said nobody else is going to do it. The streak should not have ended, in my opinion, and it sucks that it did. His next take was WWE should start doing more with surprise Rumble entrants, as normally either they get eliminated in 30 seconds or get beat up for a while and contribute nothing before getting tossed. This does not include returning active stars. Now, this is also one of those things that I low-key disagree with. If we're going to exclude returning stars that are actively competing in the WWE, then what are the surprise entrants supposed to do? You know, obviously they're not going to go on to win the thing. Obviously, they're not going to go on to put on some ridiculous show. They have nothing to show. They're there for a one-off appearance. The fans are going to get hype either way, regardless if they get eliminated in 30 seconds or 30 minutes. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter. Next up, he says AEW uses the same formula when they bring in a big talent. Shock debut, minor push, irrelevant. I would rather they have less talent than a super wide pool that they currently have and use everyone in the way they should be used. This is probably the coldest take that I have ever heard. Yes, I 100% agree with you on this. AEW loves to bring in major people and showcase them for this one night return and hype it and sell a shirt, but then the people are gone. While arguing that Adam Cole is a part of one of the hottest storylines in wrestling right now with MJF or whatever for the World Championship, what did they do with him outside of his debut? What have they done with guys like Keith Lee, John Morrison, Ethan Page, Leo Rush? A lot of these newer talents that they bring in to have a major debut, they don't do anything with. Now, Adam actually has an incredible point here, because why would they keep stocking just to have these one-off debuts instead of using the incredible talent that they've had for years? I believe that they should be doing something different about that. I don't agree with the way they're handling it at all. The last take from Adam that we have is that Roman Reigns needs to have something different happen in his matches. It's been the same thing for years now. Also, we gotta start making these part-time champions actually defend their titles. Adam, you probably just pissed off a lot of people, my guy. And I'm about to piss them off too, because I agree. I am so sick and tired of Roman Reigns coming out every 2 months, having one match, and the match gets completely ruined by outside interference. I think something completely different needs to happen with Roman Reigns and the bloodline in general. What's the point of even hyping up big matches when you know at the very end, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, they're all gonna cost it and Roman's gonna retain anyway? What's the point of even trying to be excited about any of it? I haven't been excited for a Roman Reigns match since WrestleMania Hollywood when he fought Cody Rhodes. After that, I knew this guy is not losing to anybody. And it makes you wonder, when is he gonna lose? Like what's gonna happen? I don't know all that. I don't know what direction they're going, but something has to change. And on topic of the part-time thing, yes, they need to do something else about that as well. You can't have someone as your world champion and try to build them up as the greatest of all time and only have them show up like every 2 months. Adam, I agree with this, and thank you for your comments. Jamar Waffles 6 lets us know that his hot take is that he believes Santino Marella should have actually won the Rumble over Alberto Del Rio, which would have given him a super push into world title contention. I think to avoid any sort of problematic speculation, I'm not going to comment on anything that has to do with Alberto Del Rio, but I will be one to say that Santino Marella should never be in a world title match at WrestleMania. Nothing against Santino. He took what he was given, he killed it, it was amazing. But no, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Thank you, Jamar. The Beastly Boy 02, aka my boy Makai, lets us know that The Undertaker was never the #1 draw. Like, not at one point in his career was he the #1 guy. There was always someone more popular at some point. HBK, The Rock, Austin, Triple H, Cena, etc. You know what? I agree. He was never that #1 draw. Makai actually has an incredible point with this one, and I can't even argue with it even if I wanted to. At every point in The Undertaker's career, there was always someone around that was more popular than he was. To be honest. Makai, thank you for your comment. My boy Austin dropped 4 absolute bombs on us. He started off by saying Chad Gable has the talent to be a world or mid-card champion. Of course Chad Gable has the talent to be a world or mid-card champion. I thought this was supposed to be hot takes. It's freezing cold in here, bro. Chad Gable is one of the most incredible performers I've ever seen step foot into a wrestling ring. I believe he could have beat Gunter for the Intercontinental Championship. I 100% agree with that take. Then Austin goes on to say, the one thing that AEW lacks is true storytelling and feuds. They know how to put on great matches, but half the time it never makes any sense as many of them are just thrown together. 100%. This is just like the thing we touched on earlier about AEW needing to use less talent and just use what they got. While yes, you can argue this with feuds like MJF and Adam Cole, you can argue this with MJF and CM Punk, you could argue this with all types of different things, but a lot of them just don't make sense in the end game. AEW can put on incredible matches against two people, it never really matters who. They can put them in the ring and they can give us a match that we talk about for a couple of days, but there is no memorable storyline behind them. Next up, the best Survivor Series format was one where all three brands faced off. Once again, Austin, I agree with you. Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT was an absolute banger, bro. They don't make stuff like that no more. That's what I'm telling y'all. They don't do it like that no more. This was peak. This was peak. They don't give us stuff like that no more. And that's what I'm mad about, bro. Yes, we have War Games and Survivor Series now. War Games is awesome, but we could have left that at NXT and kept doing something like this. Incredible point. I agree wholeheartedly. The last take we got from Austin says, Carmelo Hayes is a future main event player on the main roster. I'm gonna get some hate. I'm gonna get some hate. I personally do not see Carmelo Hayes in a main event feud on the main roster. I know, throw your tomatoes, boo me, throw your tomatoes. While yes, Carmelo Hayes is absolutely incredible in the ring. He's got the look, he's got the skill, he's got everything. He's just not that guy. I don't know what it is. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't have a strong point to stand behind on this. I just have a feeling that Carmelo Hayes isn't really that guy to be in a main roster feud for the main event title. I just really don't see it. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Like I said, Carmelo Hayes is incredible. I just don't see it. Number 1. Do not ever. Matthew, you're my boy, bro, but no. Roman Reigns is in an entirely different realm right now. Look at the numbers Roman's pulling. Look at the merch he's selling. Look at the days he's become champion, which he's about to be Hulk Hogan soon. And aside from the wrestling aspect, Hulk Hogan's a terrible person. Even as a wrestler, Roman Reigns is miles ahead, and I'm one to say that I don't think Roman Reigns is one of the best wrestlers. I don't agree with this take at all. That's one to close the laptop on. That's one to end it on. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all again so much for 500 subscribers. But there's one more thing. If you noticed, at the very end of that post in my comments section, I told you guys that I'm planning a special surprise giveaway for 500 subscribers. Well, I was not lying, and I have a treat for you. In my hands right now, I have a Chase 1 of 5,000 Owen Hart AEW Unmatched action figure. This is a special secondary figure that is limited to only 5,000 in the world. This is the huge giveaway prize that I'm giving to one of my lucky subscribers out there. How do I enter the giveaway, you ask? Let me tell you. There are 3 simple steps to enter this giveaway. Number 1, you need to like the video. Number 2, you need to be subscribed to my channel. I will check. And number 3, you need to comment down below that you made it this far and comment why you want this Owen Hart Chase figure. 3 very, very simple steps that are completely free and cost you nothing but like 10 seconds, I guess. So if you guys enter, you could be one of the lucky people that win this Owen Hart 1 of 5,000 Chase. Thank you all so much for helping me reach this milestone. I could not do any of this without you, and this is my way of showing my appreciation. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!